Marianne Jean-Baptiste
plays Ruth in the film.
Plays Ruth, and we're so thrilled to have her. She's so perfect for the role.
My character in the film is Ruth, who is married to Ruth Cringle, who is Father Christmas, if you like.
She said, "What do you want me to do? Standard American, or is there an region?" And we were like, "No. We want your London accent." And she's like, "Really?" We're like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay." And then she thought about it for a second. She's like, "Okay, that's pretty damn cool. That's cool." It gives these two so much history. Where did he meet her? It creates this backstory that I think is really interesting for those two.
She's a very devoted wife and helps, and is basically the backbone of their operation. She helps run it. She oversees things, makes sure that everybody's okay. She looks after all their lovely elves and looks after Chris and keeps him in a positive frame of mind.
She knows. She's kind of smarter than he is in a way. She kind of sees the big picture. So, they're a good pair. And often in film pairings, it's like it's good to have someone who's deficient in some aspect and the other one has it, so that they can depend on one another. So I thought that was a pretty good juxtaposition of characters there. And she's great.
And I had not played a character like that before. Strangely enough, it was, I kind of thought I'd quite like to do this sort of homey, cookie-making housewife, with an edge.
She did such an amazing job in that role. She and Mel are so good together. They're so loving.
That developed quite naturally, the warmth and the camaraderie. Mel is extremely funny. But he's also one of these people who's got sort of like an encyclopedia mind of, health and well-being and, books that he's read and stuff. So he's a very interesting man. So I think we bonded on more than just the film that we were doing, but just sort of like he's easy to talk to and fun. We improvised a bit sometimes, and sometimes it made it in, sometimes it didn't, but it was always to try and keep this relationship sort of alive and honest.
She's the backbone of the operation, whereas Mel, or Santa, is sort of the face and the spirit and, and the feelings behind the holiday. But Marianne, or Ruth, is logistics, support. This guy couldn't get off the ground without this woman.
Ruth is very supportive of Chris, but she's no pushover in her own right. And being with somebody for that length of time, she's picked up a few tricks and is able to defend herself and others.